Pepsi MAX. It's one of the most popular carbonated beverages in Western Europe. In fact, it makes up the majority of the Pepsi portfolio in many markets. How did the no-sugar drink become the lead Pepsi brand in the region? Its rise to success is no coincidence. It was driven by people like Garrett Quigley.
Pepsi has always been the brand that doesn't settle for the ordinary. That's what we were able to tap into with Pepsi MAX. My vision was that we would get to a time when no sugar was the default for the category. My name is Garrett Quigley and I'm the beverages category GM for Western Europe.
Garrett's role is basically overseeing all things beverages for PepsiCo in Western Europe. He grew up in Ireland, joined PepsiCo there in the early 2000s, before becoming general manager of the Ireland and UK beverage businesses in 2006, right on the precipice of a major announcement in the UK.
What we did was externally commit publicly to only advertise no sugar cola. That kicked off a journey that we've been on ever since. In 2006, Pepsi MAX accounted for a quarter of Pepsi sales in the UK. It now accounts for almost 3/4.
Following the move, part of Garrett's role was to engage the entire beverage system behind the goal of becoming the leader in no-sugar cola in the UK, an endeavor that required meticulous attention to detail at every level.
It was getting everybody to buy into that and making sure everybody understood their role in it, right down to the frontline sales guys in the bottler. You know, we talked about how they could set up the soft drinks fixtures in store to lead in with the no sugar ones to make sure that the first thing the consumer saw was the no sugar products. One of the big cinema chains we partnered with, we did a crew serve training program so that every time someone was buying their popcorn plus their soft drink and they asked for a Pepsi, the crew were to suggest a Pepsi MAX. So it was all of the little things, every point that we possibly could where a consumer was buying a regular Pepsi, finding the ways. And we actually then took it further in places like Pizza Hut, where we actually took regular off the dispense head and just went with Max and 7-Up free.
Since the announcement in the UK in 2006, Garrett has helped oversee Pepsi MAX's growth throughout Western Europe. In some markets in the region, Pepsi MAX is the #1 cola overall. And in Norway, it accounts for over 95% of PepsiCo's cola sales.
I look at Pepsi MAX in Western Europe as a massive success story that I'll be able to look back on and say, well, I had a hand in that. Lots of people contributed, massive team effort, of course. It became a passion point to really make a difference with this. We've led the way for PepsiCo in how to do no sugar, but we've also led the way in the industry.
While fulfilling his vision from 15 years ago, the forward-thinking Garrett has helped build PepsiCo's work to evolve its beverage portfolio, to offer products that contain fewer added sugars and are better for planet and people. Just one aspect of its recently announced PepsiCo Positive end-to-end strategic transformation.
I love what we do in that we're evolving the business to be future-proofed, and we're evolving it to reduce the sugar content by moving into products like Pepsi MAX and 7-Up free, and we're evolving it to be better for the planet in terms of sustainability, moving into fully recyclable and recycled products with 100% rPET. So I love the day-to-day variety in the role, and I love what we're actually achieving through making the products healthier and better for the planet.